The first card you have for your past is the Page of Swords. Okay, so yeah, obviously this is a very defensive card. This page is on the defense. And I think that's how you might have felt at this time. I think you felt as if you had to defend yourself. I don't think you did defend yourself, but I think you just felt a bit defensive. You felt a bit attacked, a bit like some people were kind of after you. And I think this comes from a situation that you escaped from. So what I'm actually seeing in my head is there's one person here in the middle, and there are a whole lot of people kind of surrounding them, around them. So there's one person in the middle of a group, and all the other people around them are kind of sheltering them and standing up for them, defending them. So it kind of reminds me of soldiers guarding and protecting someone important, like bodyguards protecting wealthy people, famous people, or, guards at a palace protecting royalty. So, and I'm laughing because I think this person thinks they are quite important. They think that people should be around them, doing things for them, protecting them. And they do have this willing group of people around them who thinks they're fantastic and does everything for them. And the impression I'm getting is that this is family around them, and that you left this person in their axe. This is what I'm getting. And they didn't like the fact that you left. They didn't like the fact that you left. And it was more about, yes, they do miss you, but it's more about that than them. It's not about that. It's more about, what I'm trying to say is it's more about, they don't like the upset of the balance of power. That's kind of what I'm getting. They don't like it when someone walks off and it kind of upsets the balance of things. And that's what you did. But you don't care about their power. You just want to get away from them. I can see why you did. So yeah, if you look at this page, he's up on this hill. He's kind of thrashing his sword around. And so he looks as if he's trying to be really big and brave and everything, but he doesn't feel all that good. If you look at his face, he looks quite angry, he looks a bit agitated, he doesn't look very happy. So I think, even though they have all these people around them, I don't think they feel all that stable within themselves. Their ego's kind of taken a little bit of a battering. I think partly that was because you were left. And that's just how they are. If people are like this, if people think they're all big and bold and everything, usually on the inside, they're the opposite. And that's what this is showing, because he's up on this hill and he looks like he's big and bold and everything, but it's a mossy hill, so it's a bit slippery. So he kind of feels a little bit shaky, like he's on shaky ground. And that's how he feels kind of on the inside of himself. So that's this page. I don't know if this person you've left is a he or a she, could be anyone, but that's how this person feels on the inside. So I just wanted to illustrate that to you, because you might be feeling as if these people might be threatening you or making you feel bad or talking or gossiping or something. And what I want to tell you is they don't feel good about themselves. They don't feel this great big bold person. They don't feel that everything's fantastic. And I just want you to know that to kind of make you feel a little bit better, so that you don't feel as stressed and threatened and as vulnerable with these big, bad kind of people after you, because it's not as bad as it looks. They don't feel as big as bold, and bold, I should say, as they actually look. So I hope that makes sense to you. I hope that makes sense to someone who's a little bit threatened or feels a bit vulnerable because of some threats. And I'm going to go on with the next card because it follows on from this. Okay, so with the Five of Wands, obviously another battle again. So there's all these people again. So you can see it in this card. This big group of people kind of around this one person, battling and kind of protecting them. And so again, this person in the middle doesn't feel very good about themselves. And it's kind of infiltrating the rest of the group as well. Because if all these people in this group are kind of just defending this person, and they know that they're not a good person deep down, and I think they know that they've made mistakes and they've done the wrong thing, but they just defend them. And what I'm seeing is the way they're feeling is actually infiltrating out to the rest of the group. And this is going to really sound really strange, but it's kind of an illustration that hopefully it explains what I'm picking up on here. So, okay, so let's say if you have a little box of strawberries that you buy at the shop, say, and there's one in the middle and has a bit of mold on it, but you don't see it because it's kind of right in the middle. And, you pick it up, you take it home. And after a while, the mold on the middle one grows out to the rest of the group. So that's what's happening. It's like their behavior is not good, and these people are trying to kind of protect them. They're trying to stand up for them and say everything they do is right and perfect. But really deep down, because of the way this person is in the middle, they're realizing that they don't feel that that's correct, but they keep on protecting that person. And so nobody in this group feels very good. That's what I'm trying to say. And, they're not men in this card. These are boys. They're just play fighting. So again, you don't have to worry. You don't have to feel threatened. And also, pat yourself on the back for getting away from this group, because I think, they're a very difficult group to get away from. If they're that kind of entwined and difficult, very, very difficult thing to get away from. Okay, so I hope that makes sense. I know that sounds a bit crazy probably, but yes. I'm also a little bit stressed about this microphone, so I just hope you can hear this properly. Okay, so the last card you have, you pass the Two of Cups. Okay, so this is a really, really nice card. It's a lot calmer than the other one, so I'm feeling a bit calmer than I was. Firstly, this shows me that you're very, very independent, and so I'll just show you how I'm seeing. I'll lift up this card so you can see. So this woman on the left-hand side, she's got red shoes, so that indicates independence. So you're very, very independent. And I think when you're around this person, when you're around this ex, I think you always felt that you were not quite, you didn't quite fit in with them. You were very independent. They seemed to be kind of all in each other's pockets and knowing what each other's doing and all of that kind of thing, standing up for each other, no room to breathe, all that kind of thing. So I think you always felt that when you're with them. And I think you realized why that was when you left. You couldn't quite work out why. There was something that wasn't right. Then when you left, it was like, oh, now I can see what's really happening. So I've got that. And, the other thing I'm seeing in this card is there's a lot of healing through talk. So I think there's someone who you're talking to, and I think they're really lovely to listen to, really fantastic. They really understand you. So you're healing through talking to this person, because there's a caduceus in between these two people, which can be a symbol of healing. So I think that's helping you to move out of this. That's helping you to grow this really, really lovely person. Might be a close friend, might be a sibling. You're very close to them. So they're helping you. You're helping yourself as well, because you're very, very independent. And you have this really, really, you have so much strength inside of yourself. It's gotten you through some really, really difficult times in your life. You've been through some really horrendous things in the past. Horrible losses I'm seeing in your life. You got through that, and you'll get through this because of your strength, because of your independence. So I'm getting that in this card. I really hope you can hear me. It's stressing me out. So I'll go to the next card. The first card you have for your present is the Fool. So yeah, I usually love this card. I do love this card. It feels a little bit mixed here. So this is obviously still about you getting away from this person, getting away from this group, rushing off, moving forward. And it is a little bit mixed here because, okay, this is what I'm seeing in this card. You got away, the person doesn't like it, this ex. That's what I'm seeing. It's quite clear here. Now, I think this person feels that, because they have all these yes people around them saying yes to everything they do, I think they feel as if they have this choice and they can just come back to you and kind of tap you on the shoulder and you'll turn around and you'll come back to them. I think that's what they're feeling. And also I'm seeing that what's going on in their head is that they feel as if there's this choice between you and the group. So I think they feel as if, okay, I can have my family, which is who I think this group is, or I can get, I can lose them and I can have you, Taurus person. So it's like one or the other, and that's how they see things. But it's kind of, this is really showing me this person's arrogance again, because they're not looking at this as a choice that that you make, because you've already made this choice. You've moved on. You've already made the choice. But they still feel as if they have a choice between you and their family. It's very, very strange. So it's like, okay, I've got a choice to make. Doesn't matter what they think, whether they want to be with me or not. It's my choice to make. So, very, very strange. And I think that's what's going through their head. So prepare for a maybe they might come back. They might not. They might change their mind. But this is what's going through their head right now, I think. So watch out for that. Very arrogant person. I know a lot of cross-watchers are going to be quite angry with me because I'm just talking about this arrogant person, but it might not be about you. But yeah, this just shows me that, you've made the right choice in moving away. And also because this is family and they're all these yes men and everything, maybe that's why they think that you're going to do whatever they say and that everyone else is, because it looks like their family, or some people in the family anyway, just do whatever they ask them to do. So maybe it's the way they're brought up. That's why they're like that. I don't know, but that's just another thing I'm seeing in that card. Okay, so the next card you have for your present is the Empress. Yeah, I love this. Beautiful, beautiful card. So this might be about you just taking care of yourself, getting away from this person and just regrouping, doing things for yourself, building things up for yourself again, by yourself as an independent person. Now, okay, I'm seeing work around this. I don't normally see work around this card. But I think it might have something to do with you might be preparing to work from home, because I'm seeing independent work here, because you're very independent. And this Empress is all about the home. She's all about nurturing, being around her home. So it might be that you're thinking about. And if you are thinking about that, you can absolutely do that. And I think it would really suit you if this is resonating with you. Now, I don't know if you share a place with someone. There might be some issues there, because I'm seeing someone with a few problems, a few emotional problems. They might be around your home or they might be in your home. So just be mindful of that, because I think you're going to have a bit more privacy than you have now. You might have to find a room or a corner or somewhere where you have that. There's also an adjustment that might have to be made with the way people see you. You might have people calling you or talking to you during the day, and you normally would be at work. A lot of people struggle with people who work from home and they think that they're just at home and they can call them anytime. So you're going to have to do all of those kind of adjustments. But, really, I think if this is something that you want to do, you can absolutely do that. And I'm just seeing this as an independent move that's really a stepping stone to another big goal that you have. Because I think I've been seeing this for a while in your readings actually. There's a big thing that you're working toward, some great big goal. It's like a business or some big thing that you're looking at. And it's something to do with, it's something to do with being on show or being on stage or being in front of people, something like that, being heard in some way. So I think what's happening is this is like you being independent from a regular job, that's one thing, and working from home. These are steps toward where you want to go. And I think if you feel led toward that, that's what you have to do. Follow your instincts. And I'm seeing that in this card, in the card below this as well, in the star card. So I'll just move right on to that one from this one. Because if you look at the little stars on this card, they're all surrounding this big golden star. And I think this big golden star is your goal. And all these little stars are like the steps leading you toward that. So you're being led toward this. So again, follow your instincts, follow wherever you're being led to. That's leading toward this big goal. And again, I'm seeing that in this card again, that this is about people watching you. It's about recognition, about being looked at, listened to, or something like that. Obviously, this is the star card, so it's about a star being the center of attention. And so, that's kind of what I'm seeing there as well. So I'm also seeing this little warning here, and there might be someone, I don't know if this is an ex, it might be the ex, or it might be some people surrounding them. Someone's watching you. It might be on social media. That's kind of the most obvious place people can watch you. Because, this card can also be about someone who's a little bit vulnerable. And you also have the Page of Swords, which can be about, stalking, watching people or whatever. So just watch out for that. You might want to block some people if you've forgotten. You might want to, take care of your privacy settings or something like that. So that's just something to be aware of that I'm seeing there as well. Okay, so the first card you have, you features the Moon. All right, so this is a very introspective card. It can be about emotional issues, thinking things inside your head, worrying. And I think this might be about, because I'm seeing in the Empress card, you've got someone either in your home, I think, or around your home or in your surroundings who has a few emotional problems, emotional issues. I think they might actually be going through some kind of counselling or therapy or something like that. Now, I think this is someone who you really care about. Again, I think they might be in your home or around your home. Now, it's a bit of a difficult balance here because I think you're trying to be there for this person. You're trying to care for this person. You're trying to understand them. But there's also this need for you to protect yourself. Because, you don't want to be brought down by this. You need to kind of keep yourself up. You need to keep yourself strong because you've got this big goal that you're working toward as well. So, I think if they are living with you, that might be one of your biggest challenges, if you do decide to work from home, because they'd be around a lot and, with their emotional challenges that they have. So that might be a bit of a challenge that you have. This keeps on telling me to take care of yourself because you've got this big challenging person there. So yeah, take care of them, but also take care of yourself. There might be some compartmentalizing that you have to do if you do work from home because you might be around them a lot more. So yeah, they really do need to help themselves. It's quite a challenging problem. So I'm not really sure what to suggest there. Just be mindful of that as a potential problem if you do work from home. That's really all I can say there. I wish I could help a bit more, but I can't really. It's very, very challenging, very difficult, and very complex as well, I think. Okay, so yeah, the next card you features the Two of Pentacles. So yeah, again, juggling these two things. If you are working in home, you're going to be juggling this person who's around you, who is a bit of a challenge, but you do care about them, and also juggling your work. It feels a little bit like walking on a tightrope, actually. That's what this person looks like, because you've got, on the one hand, you care for them, but on the other hand, if you're dragged down by this person and two people are down, then that's no use to anyone. So, okay, this is what I'm seeing here. This is something I'm seeing around this person who's having some emotional problems. I think they might actually be going away for a while. Now, maybe in the holiday time, maybe Christmas time. It might just be a short time. I think it might just be a week or a few days. They're going to go and stay at someone else's place for a while, I think. They're staying with someone else. So I think that's going to be really good for them. And it's going to be really good for you as well. You're going to get a bit of peace, a bit of headspace. And yeah, this is going to be really good for them, and it's going to make it's going to help them make a few changes in their lives, I think. Now, obviously, they're not going to be 100% better in that short time that they're away, but they are going to feel a little bit fresher. They're going to be thinking in a few new ways, I think. And because I'm getting this feeling of, it's like non-action, and then there's this time away, and then there's a lot of action kind of after that. Not a lot of action, but a bit of action. So it's like, there's no Ace of Wands here. I mean, sort of Eight of Wands. So they're not going to go rushing around. But the wheels are going to start turning around in their mind. And then that's going to help them to do a bit more, move a bit more, take some action toward their problems. So the wheels are going to be turning around like what's happening on this card. And it's a start, like it's a slow start, but it's a start. And I think it's going to be perfect timing for you, actually, because by the time they've made these changes, things are going to be a lot better and a lot easier for them and for you. And then that might be the time where you do start working from home or working more independently. So it's going to be very good timing for the two of you. That's what I'm seeing in that card. So I hope that makes sense with you, and that gives you some relief, and them as well, if that's all resonating with you. Okay, so the last card you have, your future, is the Queen of Pentacles. So yeah, beautiful nurturing card again, same as what's in the Empress card. So this is really telling you to go after your goals, because this is obviously Pentacles here, and you've got the Two of Pentacles as well. So there's money here for you with this big goal, whatever it is. So it's quite lucrative. So keep on pushing that, keep on going towards your goal. But also you've got the Queen of Pentacles and the Empress, which is two, they're two very nurturing, very motherly, very caring cards. So go after your goal, but don't forget to take care of yourself, nurture yourself, do everything for yourself, really care for yourself in a lot of ways, take lots of rest, eat properly, sleep, all of those things. That sounds really silly. That doesn't sound very important, I know, but it's extremely important, because if you nurture yourself and you love yourself at your core, everything that comes out of that, everything you produce, whether it's a business, whether it's something tiny like, if you make a cake or if you draw something, everything is going to come out a lot better, in a lot more positive way. It's just going to be better because it comes from that very, very positive, very nurtured core. So just keep that in mind. That's kind of what I'm getting there. But it's looking very good for this business, and I can see that you're starting to take those steps. You have those challenges there if that resonates with you, but you can absolutely do this. That's what I'm seeing.